Yeah.
We're back on the grind. 87.9 FM. The Biz. Sway Calloway is in the building. DJ Freak is holding me down. Michaelist, but still adding his 2 cents like always. Wouldn't be the grind without DJ Freak Wincy. You recently traveled with John McCann on some of his campaigning, and I was reading that you wrote that you met a young woman in South Carolina, a Caucasian woman who had dreadlocks, and she was saying that she was a photographer for a wedding, and well, rather you can tell the story.
Yeah, it was I can't remember her name.
Oh. You didn't mention the name, sorry. So that one I can't help you out with.
Okay, it'll come to me. But she was a young lady. We were on a road. I chose to do a lot of to kind of get involved with the political arena because I feel like that's our natural progression in hip hop. You know, as we get older, you know, people can't continue to rap and do the same things we do. And where do you take that energy and that creativity and that influence that you've established over the years, but the political arena, if you want to do good by the community. So I've been slowly trying to learn the process because I was one of those who felt disenfranchised. And I started when we did the vote or die thing with P. Diddy and went around the country just trying to, you know, motivate and mobilize a younger generation to get involved and just vote. Traveling with him, I learned a lot. I got to sit down and interview him. You know, and I respect that guy because he was a POW. He graduated from Annapolis military school. He served for our country for decades. You know, he has a general passion about being a leader. Whether you agree with him or not, he really feels passionate about what he stands for. And I can appreciate a person who's like that. And I learned a lot about the country just traveling those 4 or 5 days with Senator McCain, you know, to be quite honest with you, because he took me in areas I probably wouldn't have went on my own. But because I was with him, I got a pass. One person called me boy, and I corrected him. And this state trooper said, "Excuse me." And I said, "Yes." He said, "You work with MTV?" I said, "Yes, I do." He said, "I really appreciate that you guys are out here and giving us exposure and showing the country how we live here. I appreciate what you do. Keep it up."
Wow.
I was like, man, I wiped the sweat off my brow. I was like, all right, appreciate that, sir. You know, right. And he drove off. But I had a good experience, and that's why I did that with Senator John McCain.
If you were cut off from like right here down, you'd be like on CMC right now. You and in person, you are like the same person. So I have to commend you on that. We've had a number of people. When I say a number of people come through, you see them on videos, and I'm sure you've experienced, well, you may not now have experienced thinking that they were God's gift to the world, and you know, or came through and they sound actually intelligent when they're in front of the cameras, and then they come here and they're really not. So I just have to commend you on your consistency and your longevity, because that's not something that is always the case in this industry as well. I have to give a little bit of props though to MTV for bringing you on there and recognizing that you are somebody that can contribute to that audience. Do you consider yourself a celebrity?
Never. I mean, we talk about this all the time because Kelly known me for years. I still have to get used to being noticed.
People like, well, you have a distinctive look. So it's not like,
I'm not.
I think that might be
crowd.
Sway, maybe not. Shoot, I spotted you I was like, boop, I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I consider myself as any other person who's looking at the industry, whether it's music, whether it's television, film, whatever the case may be. I still feel like I'm looking at it. I'm on the outside looking at it. Sometimes people look at me like I'm in it, and that doesn't really register for me because I don't function like I'm a celebrity. When you saw me, I was
on your BlackBerry.
You know.
That was kind of industry-ish.
Yeah. Well, okay.
But that's okay. No, it's okay. We all are.
Man, I got little homies in my building in Harlem that got BlackBerries.
So
we all got BlackBerries. But you didn't see me surrounded by nobody. I don't dress a certain way. I'm really kind of a normal dude. When I travel around New York, you see me on the subway. You see me walking down the streets in Harlem where I live. You'll see me in the Bronx usually every Friday on Gun Hill Road by myself or with my homie Rich Nice. I don't function like that. I see the industry stuff I do as a job, but I don't really let it define who I am, because you know, Shayna D, this stuff can leave you. I've been blessed. I've been in the game a long time, but I've always been in the game with the idea that, well, you never know, something could happen. The industry could crash, and we all have to have new jobs tomorrow. Damn near did a couple of times, especially with this internet wave. So you never know what can happen. So I don't see myself as a celebrity, but I do appreciate when people approach me.
So we have one question that we ask every single person that comes to the show. The show is called The Grind. We talk about everybody's journey to where they are and where they're planning on going. But what is your definition of the grind?
Well, to me, the grind is when you find something that you're passionate about and that is fun for you to do, and you're willing to do anything for it.